I got a call from Ali Abdelaziz, who's a very good friend of mine, who was not happy, who is saying the same thing that you're saying, that I'm calling out Islam for cowardice. I do not blame him of cowardice. I am saying the fact pattern in history, when we look back, the fact pattern is no different than I'm claiming it is, which is that he left when he was challenged, and that did happen.
But I would say at least minimum like 185, 190.
Out here, he's 210 pounds.
No, Islam.
That guy's 250 pounds.
His strength feels like 250 pounds.
That's what I hear.
But that's the thing with them. They're always training. No matter what they're doing, they always at least run once a day or grapple.
So he's losing.
How much do you think he walks around?
He's got to be 190-ish, in the 190 range. He's got to be. That's what he looks like to me.
I never saw him in person.
Yeah, he's thick. He's thick and big. I mean, he's not a small, he's not a 155-pound man.
Islam Makhachev has officially kicked off his training camp for the upcoming clash with Jack Della Maddalena, and he's already looking noticeably bigger as he gears up for his welterweight debut. Meanwhile, Joe Rogan has sounded the alarm for the welterweight division, pointing out how massive Islam appears and expressing disbelief that he ever made the lightweight limit.
Islam Makhachev is huge. I mean, that guy, how he makes 155 is, I don't understand it. Every time I stand next to him, I'm like, how are you 155?
How much do you think he walks around?
He's got to be 190-ish, in the 190 range. He's got to be. That's what he looks like to me.
I never saw him in person.
Yeah, he's thick. He's thick and big. I mean, he's not a small, he's not a 155-pound man.
Rogan went on to highlight Makhachev's physical strength as a key factor in his dominance at lightweight. He referred to Islam as a monster and praised his victories over top-tier opponents like Charles Oliveira and Dustin Poirier.
Makhachev is so f***ing good. He's so f***ing good that he head-kicked Alexander Volkanovski in the rematch. He submits everybody. He submitted Dustin Poirier. He's a monster.
Jack Della Maddalena acknowledged that Makhachev looks like a solid fit for the welterweight division, noting his size and strength. However, Jack is aware of the narrative forming around the fight, that Islam will simply take him down and finish him with ease.
But I'm sure people are just going to assume that Islam will just take me down and submit me pretty quickly.
Do you think he'll be big enough for 170?
I think he just seems like a pretty big guy.
Yeah.
I think he'll be alright.
Yes.
Despite the hype around Islam, Jack Della Maddalena is confident he can beat him. He pointed out that Islam rarely switches stances, which could open him up to Jack's striking. Even if taken down, Jack believes he has the skills to get back to his feet and keep the fight competitive.
Yeah, I can take him out. I think. But Bilal really just changes stances a lot, walks forward. But I think if I can have someone that just stays in the same stance, and I don't think, but Islam's the very good striker. I think I could land a lot of shots, and I think I could take him out.
Wow.
Jack also revealed that he intends to consult fellow Aussie Alexander Volkanovski to better understand Islam Makhachev's fighting style. Having already spent time with Volk following Islam's past fights, Jack sees him as a valuable resource and plans to tap into his experience as part of his preparation.
So Volkanovski's obviously fought him before.
Yep.
Will you pick Volk's brain?
Yeah, 100%. I definitely plan. After the last two fights, I've spent a bit of time in Wollongong. So yeah, I think probably the first stop, we go to Wollongong, talk to Volk, see what he reckons.
Meanwhile, Muhammad Makhachev is still holding out hope for a future Islam versus Ilya showdown. He believes the matchup would gain even more significance if Islam becomes the welterweight champion and Ilya captures the lightweight title. In his view, beating Ilya now might not get full credit since Ilya is a featherweight, but a clash between two champions at a catchweight would be massive.
Now, for example, Islam fights Ilya and he beats him. Example, people say he beat another 145er, but Islam wins the title now at welterweight, and then Ilya beats Oliveira. That's even bigger fights to create, right? So I don't think Islam needs to slow down his career. He go take even they strip his belt off. In my opinion, he will be double champion, because that's how it started. If Conor could, why Islam can't, you know? And I think it create bigger name for them if this way better, rather than Islam fight Topuria and the hype slows down, you know what I mean? I rather see Islam becomes the champion, Ilya Topuria becomes the champion, and they can fight at catchweight for the I don't know, whatever they want, you know.
Charles Oliveira, who's preparing to face Ilia Topuria at UFC 317, weighed in on the potential Islam versus Jack matchup. He praised Jack's methodical approach to damage, referencing how he wore down Belal Muhammad. Still, Oliveira believes Islam will adapt well to welterweight thanks to his size and grappling. He sees the fight hinging on whether Jack can stay mobile and land shots, or if Islam imposes his wrestling.
O que você acha que ganha entre o Jack Della Maddalena e o Islam?
Maddalena, ele é um jogo muito complicado, porque ele é um cara que ele não vem pra te nocautear rápido, ele vem pra te finalizar, ele vem te magoando, né?
Aos poucos, né?
Aos poucos. Foi o que ele fez agora na luta contra o Bilal. Só que eu acho que o Isla vai se dar muito bem nessa categoria, né, mano? Agora vai estar muito mais forte, é um jogo que, tipo, ele gosta de agarrar e botar pra baixo. Eu acho que o Jack Maddalena fazia a mesma luta que ele fez, né? Agora contra o Bilal, batendo, movimentando, saindo, machucando, é uma luta, mas se deixar o Isla agarrar e botar pra baixo é o time.
Islam's coach, Javier Mendez, emphasized that they are not taking Jack Della Maddalena lightly. He made it clear that underestimating Jack would be foolish, especially after his brutal battle with Belal Muhammad. Mendez acknowledged Belal's grit and the punishing exchanges both fighters endured. With a coaching team that includes Khabib Nurmagomedov and other seasoned minds, Mendez said they are fully aware of Jack's talent and danger and are training accordingly.
O que você acha que ganha entre o Jack Della Maddalena e o Islam?
Maddalena, ele é um jogo muito complicado, porque ele é um cara que ele não vem pra te nocautear rápido, ele vem pra te finalizar, ele vem te magoando, né?
Aos poucos, né?
Aos poucos. Foi o que ele fez agora na luta contra o Bilal. Só que eu acho que o Isla vai se dar muito bem nessa categoria, né, mano? Agora vai estar muito mais forte, é um jogo que, tipo, ele gosta de agarrar e botar pra baixo. Eu acho que o Jack Maddalena fazia a mesma luta que ele fez, né? Agora contra o Bilal, batendo, movimentando, saindo, machucando, é uma luta, mas se deixar o Isla agarrar e botar pra baixo é o time.
Mendez also pointed out that Jack Della Maddalena is not only physically larger than Islam, but also poses a serious threat due to his versatile striking. While he still ranks Ilia Topuria as the top boxer, he applauded Jack's ability to mix in dangerous kicks to the head, body, and legs. Mendez warned that this won't be a walk in the park. If Islam dominates, it'll be due to flawless execution or Jack having an off night. In his eyes, this is a top-tier, high-stakes fight with no room for error.
We know what we're dealing with. We're dealing with a much bigger guy and just as dangerous, if not more dangerous in different variations. Not boxing, because I think Topuria's got the best boxing in the business. I still believe that, but Jack is well versed in the kicking and the arsenal, how he mixes it up. He's really good at head and body, leg, everything. He's really, really good at that. So we have our hands cut out for us. It's not an easy fight at all. If Islam, by some miracle of a chance, makes that fight to be like slam dunk, it's because we were properly prepared, or Jack wasn't as prepared, or Jack was injured, or Jack just got caught. But it's gonna be one of those fights. It's not easy. No way in hell is that fight gonna be easy. Very tough fight.
Still, Mendez remains confident in Islam's ability to overcome Jack. He said Islam is motivated and fully capable of both out-wrestling and out-striking his opponent. Unlike Belal, Mendez believes Islam will stick to the game plan and execute it effectively. He also dismissed any concerns about size, stating that Islam will be a strong and capable welterweight. In his opinion, Jack has never encountered someone like Islam before, and if the fight goes down, fans can expect a truly spectacular showdown.
I just know Islam wants this one, and he can do it all. Can he take Jack down? Absolutely, he can take him down. Can he outstrike Jack? Absolutely, he can outstrike. Maybe a better deal to do what Belal should have done and what he didn't do, and that's something I know that Islam will do because he's never not listened to us. And also, the weight, Islam won't be a small guy. He'll be a decent welterweight. Islam is a whole different animal than the Jack's ever been involved with. So if that fight does materialize, we're going to see a hell of a fight.
In contrast, Navajo Sterling made a bold prediction, claiming Jack Della Maddalena would have no trouble defeating Islam Makhachev in his first welterweight title defense. According to Sterling, JDM's size and power will be too much for Islam, who won't be able to rely on his wrestling like he did in the lightweight division. Sterling added that if JDM wins, the buzz around a potential Islam versus Topuria fight will quickly die down. He believes Islam is in for a difficult night.
You picked JDM to win. Now he's got a big challenge in his first title defense against Islam. Do you think he's got what it takes to beat an Islam Makhachev in his first defense?
People are going to say it's a wild take, but I reckon JDM smokes Islam. Shins him so bad. It's going to be so bad that the Topuria Islam thing will just be gone.
So you think Islam's wrestling won't be a threat to JDM just because he's a lot bigger?
He's a lot bigger, and like when you watch JDM, like you put him on the end of mid-range, he's just going to throw. That's hard to like shoot in on. He's not going to be able to just abuse his size against him either. I think Islam's in for a rude awakening.
Meanwhile, a recent clash of opinions arose between UFC legend Chael Sonnen and Islam Makhachev. Sonnen criticized Islam for vacating his lightweight belt and moving up to welterweight, calling the move a sign of cowardice. He argued that Islam wasn't chasing legacy, but rather dodging a showdown with Ilia Topuria. Sonnen insisted that switching divisions while avoiding top challengers reflects avoidance, not courage.
Islam went up not out of courage. Islam did not go up out of adding hardware to put on his mantle. He went up with one condition, which is I don't have to fight Belal Muhammad. Now, he can sit around and say, I could beat Belal, and I wouldn't go up and beat Belal because I can beat Belal. The bottom line is you entered a division openly that you said you wouldn't face one of the top guys. That's not a sign of courage. That's a sign of cowardice. I don't love the idea. You have an undefeated. Make sure you understand what happened. I know this is your friend, DC. I think of Islam as my friend, too. But let's think of what happened. You have an undefeated, #1 ranked world champion who's chasing you down. He is willing to leave his division behind. He's willing to walk away from his belt to chase you down. You are so interested in getting away from this guy that you not only leave your belt, you leave your division, and the whole thing is only contingent that you don't have to fight Islam. Not for nothing. This is not the way champions conduct themselves.
That's it for today's video. Islam Makhachev looks huge in training, and the welterweight division is on notice. Drop your predictions below and subscribe for more fight updates.